Imagine putting your heart, your trust, your soul into someone you truly believed in. You give them everything, and in return, you think they love you just as much. But what happens when everything you thought you knew comes crashing down? When the love you've invested in turns out to be nothing more than a carefully constructed lie? This is a story about trust, betrayal, heartbreak, and the painful realization that sometimes love just isn't enough. A story of how a perfect relationship can crumble in the blink of an eye, and how the truth can tear you apart. So, sit tight, because this story might hit closer to home than you think. And if you've ever been in a relationship where everything seemed perfect, only for it to turn upside down, this one's for you. But before we dive deep into this story, let me tell you a little bit about myself and Sarah. My name is Alex, a 26-year-old guy from New York. I work as a graphic designer, creating designs for brands and marketing campaigns. But outside of work, I'm just another guy trying to find something real in a world full of fake smiles. Sarah, on the other hand, was someone I met completely by chance. She was 24, an aspiring actress who had just moved to the city, hoping to make a name for herself. She had this radiant energy about her, something that made you feel like everything was going to be okay, even when it wasn't. The first encounter. It was an ordinary evening, just another get-together with some friends at a birthday party. The room was filled with laughter, music, and chatter. Across the room, I saw her, Sarah. Sarah had this rare blend of confidence and warmth. Her laughter was contagious, and her eyes sparkled with a mixture of curiosity and mystery. She wore a simple red dress that clung perfectly to her figure, showing off her curves. Her hair was long, silky and dark brown, cascading down her back. She had the kind of beauty that made you stop in your tracks. But it wasn't just her looks. It was the way she made you feel. There was something effortlessly enchanting about her. A comfort in her presence that made you feel like you were the only person in the room. We started talking, and I remember how comfortable I felt around her. Her gentle voice, coupled with her soft pink lipstick, drew me in further. Her skin was a warm olive tone, glowing in the light of the room, and everything about her made me want to know more. By the end of the night, it felt like we had known each other for years. I was hooked, and I didn't want to let go. The ignoring phase. The very next day, I couldn't wait to text her. I was eager to keep the connection alive, so I sent a message. "Hey Sarah, had a great time last night. Hope you're doing well." Hours passed, no reply. I waited, convinced she was just busy. But when I checked my phone again, still nothing. I felt this strange mix of confusion and frustration. Did she not like me? Was I being too forward? But then again, something about her lingered in my thoughts. There was a pull that kept me coming back for more. I didn't give up. Instead, I sent another text the next day, trying again with something lighthearted. "How's your day going?" Finally, she replied. "Doing good, just tired. How about you?" It wasn't much, but it was enough to keep the hope alive. "It's good to hear," I responded, feeling that familiar excitement spark again. The friendship blossoms days turned into weeks, and I couldn't help but feel like I was slowly getting to know her more. Our conversations deepened, and with every message, I found myself falling for her. I started to believe that maybe, just maybe, this was the start of something special. I invited her to meet my family one weekend, wanting her to be a part of my world. The evening was filled with laughter, warmth, and a sense of calm. Sarah charmed everyone with her sparkling eyes and the way she carried herself. Her cherry red dress fit her perfectly, and it seemed like the whole world smiled with her. When she hugged my mother, I knew it was more than just a meeting. This was someone I could see myself with long term. The gift, a token of love, As time passed, I knew I wanted to show Sarah just how much she meant to me. I thought about it carefully and decided to buy her a heart-shaped necklace, engraved with the date we met. It wasn't just a gift, it was a symbol of my love, a way to capture the moment we had shared. When I handed it to her, she was surprised and deeply moved. Her eyes welled up with tears, and she hugged me tightly, whispering, "This is so thoughtful." I felt like everything was falling into place. We were on the same page, our love was real. Or so I thought. The betrayal, the worst part. As if that wasn't enough, my best friend Mark called me the next day, his voice shaky. "Dude, I hate to tell you this, but Sarah, she's been seeing someone else. I found out a couple of weeks ago, but I didn't know how to bring it up." The betrayal hit harder than I could have imagined. Sarah had been playing both sides, and I had been the fool. The heartbreaking decision. Despite everything, I wanted to give Sarah one last chance. I asked for the truth, and I needed it from her. "I care about you, Sarah," I said, "but I need to know everything. I need the truth." Days passed with no response. She had disappeared, leaving me with nothing but the memories of a love I once believed in. The conclusion: moving on. It was hard, but I knew it was time to move on. I had given everything to this relationship, but in the end, I realized I couldn't hold on to someone who didn't truly value me. Sarah's background was complicated. She had always been afraid of love. Her past had been filled with broken relationships that had scarred her. She wore a mask of confidence, but behind that mask was someone who had been hurt too many times to let anyone in completely. Her charm, her warmth, her beauty. It was all a way to keep others at a distance while still feeling connected. If you've ever been in a relationship like this, where trust was broken and love seemed real only to shatter, I want you to remember this. True love isn't about perfection. It's about honesty and trust. If you find yourself questioning the intentions of the person you're with, trust your instincts. Don't let anyone make you feel small or unimportant. If you're in a relationship where you feel something is off, don't ignore it. You deserve someone who loves you genuinely, without games or lies. And if you've gone through heartbreak, take time to heal. Don't rush into anything until you're ready. You'll find someone who truly deserves your love, and you'll know it when it's right. Thank you for watching. If you found yourself relating to this story, hit the like button, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories just like this. Click the bell icon so you never miss out on new content. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What would you have done if you were in my shoes? Have you ever experienced betrayal like this? Share your story with us. Until next time, take care of your heart, and remember, true love starts with loving yourself first.